have you come here for your latest assignment? Very well. I am reasonably certain I shall see you again.
Glad you joined our little family, my friend. There's a lot we still need to talk over, but at least we're talking now. Don't go getting infested now.
Of course this place is harsh. It's testing us. You have to be harsher still. Look it in the eye. If that concludes our business, I shall bid you farewell.
I should spend more time with Lloyd and Otak. They've served us loyally since this mess began. Keep safe.
Lloyd and Otak never deserved any of this. In my darkest moments, I believed even they were conspiring against me. Farewell.
I was worried about you. I'd be a lot less. Be seeing you again, I'm sure.
Come, stand before me. Of course. You are an enviable ally, Tenno. Diligent, loyal, reliable. My father would have approved. Indeed.
Tenno, good to see you. Don't go getting infested. I underestimated Grandmother. She may not be a scientist, but what she knows is worth knowing. Be seeing you again, I'm sure. I've been here. Keep safe. Let's see if we can do something for each other. Be seeing you again, I'm sure. There you are. What can I do for you? Don't go getting infested now. Need weapons? Of course you do. Keep safe.
I wish I could have done something for poor Otak. Though I suppose he is content in his own haphazard way. Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth for you. Do you know, they were days away from eating one another's heads off? And I am not speaking metaphorically. Always nice to see you. Do stop by again. Hold still a moment. Don't be in a hurry to rush off. There. I want to remember you. Just like that. Scurry back quick. Skippity hop. Strip the sheets from off her bed. Strip the skin from off his head. Bridegroom's bones she ne'er shall wed. Oh, the winds of Deimos. I'll be right here, gathering dust. And where have you been scampering, little skitterkin? Hither and yon and round about and tying knots in the fiend's tail? Goodbye, dear. Oh. The children are on speaking terms again. This doesn't feel like another of their temporary truces. Something's changed in them both. Always nice to see you. Do stop by again. They all have names now. I don't think I shall bother with one. I know perfectly well who I am. I'll be right here, gathering dust. I do believe it's our little Aetan. What a pleasure. Scurry back quick. Dear child, the stories we've told, now they're speaking. Great golden armadas rising in the night, forests of song, and the dreams run clear again. Always nice to see you. Do stop by again. Poor things. They'd become monuments, you see. Statues raised to their own memory. What sort of life was that? They're excited now, talking about what they'll do next instead of what they did wrong. Bless them. Scurry back quick. Do you know, we're all sitting down to dinner again. They're all talking to one another. And nobody's poisoned anyone for ages. Goodbye, dear. I'll see what else I can unearth. Do you know, they were days away from eating one another's heads off. And I am not speaking metaphorically. I'll be right. Poor things. They'd become monuments, you see. I'll be right here, gathering dust.
Salutations. Aetan of the Entrati. See you around. Deimos is unfolding before us like a puzzle box. I must have more samples. Bye. Mother surrounded herself with experts, married a leader in his field, and took advice from none of them. She may have some regrets, sure, but not enough. I doubt she has the capacity. That would expose too many cracks in the story she tells about herself. I shall languish in weary solitude. You'd do well to listen to my grandmother from time to time. Oh, she was never a soldier or a scientist. Sometimes I think that freedom from stricture is what makes her the most intellectually nimble of us all. See you around. I believed Father lacked the spine to save us from Mother's hubris. But I see now that he believed her delusion as much as Mother herself. Indeed, what choice did we have? Without void travel, our people would have been helpless before the threat. Her plan was our last hope. Bye for now. Kaelli wasn't even meant to be here. She stowed away, not wanting to be left out of the adventure. Somehow still as sweet as ever. She is my greatest sorrow. My parents too, I know. I shall languish. My mother is more than just her father's daughter now. She's finally loosed her own shackles, just as she did mine. Bye. I wonder what kind of man my father will become. Now he's emerged from his corroded chrysalis of duty. I wonder if we shall ever be friends. I shall languish in weary. I was to be married, you know. She would now be as dead as the empire that raised us. Sometimes I wish I had been there, with her, when your kind came for us. No hard feelings. Our time had more than come. See you around. Grandmother had the measure of us all from the start. Wonderful to see you again. Come, Let's exchange words. Deimos is bewitching. And when you're bewitched, you're not paying attention. Then, this happens. So, try to be less easily impressed out there, For all our sakes. See you around. Tenno, you appear quite intact and well-sealed. This is good. If you intend to venture out, perhaps we might talk samples? Bye for now. I have the honor of a name, and a little taste of freedom. Whatever you're doing out there, Tenno, keep at it. I shall languish in... Are you well, Tenno? Lloyd used to lift me onto his back to ride around the gardens. How strange to suddenly think of that. Kaelli wasn't even meant to be here. She stowed away, not wanting to be left out of the adventure. Somehow, still is... I shall languish. Mother surrounded herself with experts, married a leader in his field, and took advice from none of them. She may have some regrets, sure, but not enough. I doubt she has the capacity. That would expose too many cracks in the story she tells about herself. Bye for now. My mother is more than just her father's daughter. See you around.
All that time wasted hating one another. You learn to relish the cruelty. Torturing ourselves was better than feeling nothing at all. Anyway, it's over. I wonder, what exactly did Grandmother cook up to help bring this reconciliation about? Probably best not to ask. Crafty old harridan. The fish are evolving. Did you notice that about them? I wonder what they'll turn into after 1,000 years. I wonder what I'll look like then. See you soon? Whisper it, but Mother started listening to me again. Not just eavesdropping either. She's more herself than she's ever been. I'll never forget what you did. And I do know, what we look like. I always did. But you didn't hesitate, did you, to help us? See, you can't just chuck a spear in the exocrine and hope for the best. Not on Deimos. You've got to respect what you're up against. Take lures, dyes, all the proper tools for the job. You know where to find me. I was just dreaming about you, Ayatan. About how different things would have been if you'd never come here. I'm glad you woke me. Until next time. Kermerros and Kaelli, sibling pioneers researching together on the threshold of the void. Yes, that could work. You know where to... I wasted years being angry with my brother for what he did to my specimens. Now I think they meant more to him than they ever did to me. Until next... I went out fishing whenever I needed to get away from the sound of my brother's voice. 3 or 4 times a day on average. What can I get for you? See, I'm not just someone's daughter. I'm me. I'm Kaelli. Of all the people to name me, I never thought it would be him. Until next... You understand, don't you? The feeling of splitting open a nice, fresh Ostermere? That heady smell of acetone, liver, and corrosion. See you soon? I wish Lloyd and Otak would visit us more often. The family isn't truly united until the servants have come home. You know? I'm not just someone... You know where to find me.